Hi, this is Jay from Jay's Beer Review, and you're watching another episode of Chad's Beer Review. That is one sexy bitch.
Whether it's a lager or an ale, whether it's a stout, light, dark, or pale, if you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews. He's not quite an amateur, not quite a connoisseur, but regardless of the brewer, he's got taste in beer for sure. You can tell just by his gut, this guy is a bona fide beer nut. So whether it's a porter or an IPA, whether it's from Europe or the USA, if you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews.
Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Drinking a beer that was a gift from Jay. Thanks, Jay. This is Cooperstown Brewing's Benchwarmer Porter. You can see that label's kind of peeling off. Hope this thing hasn't been sitting, out somewhere for some time. I don't think Jay would give me an old bad beer, but I haven't had this one before. If you remember, like a year ago when I went down to Pennsylvania, me and Jeremy and Jason, we did a sampling of the Cooperstown Brewing beers, but this is one of the ones that we didn't get to. Let's see, Benchwarmer is a very smooth porter, brewed in accordance with the original high-gravity porters of early London. More than 4% chocolate malt, which is the most similar to the brown malts of the early 1700s. Gives Benchwarmer its dry, coffee-like finish. It is fermented with the ringwood yeast, which is an excellent yeast for the brewing of porters. 6.4% ABV. That's all I pretty much know. I like the cap on here. You can see it's a baseball. And, well, they're all like that. I wish I had saved it from last year. But something I want to do this summer is review the entire Cooperstown line. And maybe actually take a field trip down there. I mean, it's only like an hour from my house. Save that cap pretty well. Using my Mets Irish Tulip, whatever you want to call it. Listen to that glug. This thing's pouring like water, not much head on here at all. Just flowed right out of the bottle like water. Well, that's a typical porter. I mean, it's a really dark ruby red. I don't know if you guys can see this. There's reddish brown down here. Not much head on there. I mean, I poured it pretty aggressively. I mean, it smells like a porter. You're getting that kind of maltiness to it. It's a sweetness. It's a lot of porters tend to be roasty or chocolatey. I'm not getting either, at least not in the nose. So, let's see how it tastes. Well, I did get chocolate in the taste. They made a point of saying that on the description. And now it's leaving a chocolate coffee aftertaste, maybe like kind of an espresso aftertaste. Up front, it's very mild. It's very, despite the fact this is a dark beer, it's actually, I'd probably call it medium bodied at best, bordering on light body. It actually feels very thin and very light in the mouth. Palate's like a tad bit watery, but overall it's pretty mild. And then it's finishing with that chocolate and coffee aftertaste, which I really like. It's a malty kind of sweetness, and there is a little bit of a roasted malt as it finishes. Not so much up front. Highly drinkable too. I mean, it's rather mild, but like I said, it's thin. So it goes, like you saw me pour it like water. It goes down like water, and that chocolate aftertaste is really pleasing. Yeah, this is good. I like it. Just gonna finish this. Finish more of it, and we'll come back with my final word. Cheers. Okay, I'm back finishing up with the Benchwarmer Porter. I like this beer. It's pretty much everything I look for in a porter. I'm not a big fan of porters to begin with. I probably prefer stouts because they seem to be a little bit more robust, a little more, just roasty, a lot more character overall. This is like a rather kind of flat beer, which it makes it highly drinkable. I mean, you can just slug this right down, and I do really like that. I do really like that aftertaste with the chocolate and the coffee. The only caveat is that there's really not a whole lot up front. It's like kind of like a dark fruit, almost kind of like a juiciness to it. It reminds me of the Samuel Smith's Taddy Porter, actually. Not quite as robust, though. And that's, what was it, 6.4%? It really sneaks up on you because you can't taste or feel the alcohol, you know, as far as when you're drinking it. And then, you know, I've just been drinking this over the last few minutes, and all of a sudden it just sneaks up on me. So, I mean, I think this would be like a good beer to have with like a steak, or maybe have one or two of these after dinner as an alternative to dessert. So, you know, I like it. 7 for Benchwarmer Porter. It's a good beer. I like it. It's good. So, thanks to Jay for the beer. And just got a few more beers left in the fridge before I go on hiatus. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.